Welcome to the Bootstrap Paradox podcast. I am your host, Jasraj, and today we will be talking about blue team operations. We are now joined with our guest, Jaylesh Demunger, who is a security engineer, and MP Virk, who is a cybersecurity specialist. So, Jaylesh, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Those who are watching the podcast. So basically, I'm Jaylesh Demunger, a guy from Mauritius. I'm age 25. I'm a security engineer who works at Orange CyberDefense, a French company based in Mauritius. We have a client called Air Liquide, which basically deals like with gases for airplanes and medical purposes. So my job there is to monitor the firewalls, check for intrusion detection, doing some work on the IPS and IDS, and also doing some monitoring work on Centrion. I don't know if you know, guys. Centrion is a monitoring tool. Okay, and my daily work consists of like opening flows, checking uptime of each firewall, doing a report every morning when we come to work to check if in the night there has been any issue regarding any firewall, any intrusion, anything malicious. We need to report it in the report in the morning. So I've been in this domain like for 2 years now. I've started basically as a trainee at the Air Mauritius, our local airline. I was a security especially there, a trainee. Then I moved to Orange Business Services as a security analyst. And recently I got promoted to a security engineer. So this is basically my pathway to where I am right now. In For the certification part, we'll talk a bit about in the later parts of this podcast. So I'm gonna pass it to to Jasraj.
Yeah, now, Mr. Virk, can you please introduce yourself as well?
Yeah. Hello everyone. I'm MP Virk. I'm Cisco Certified Networking Associate and Certified Cybersecurity Analyst, and I've done Cybersecurity Foundation Professional Certification. I have been into this industry for 4 to 5 years.
So, before we jump into anything, I want Jaylesh to introduce the term blue team operations.
So what is a blue team operation? We have three types of team. We have the blue team, the red team, and the purple team. But today our main point is like on the blue team. So what is the blue team? Okay. The blue team is all the guys that defends the network. They are not the ones that carries the attacks. They are the guys that defend the network. Like myself, I work in a blue team. That is, we gather information, data, and we do risk assessment. Okay. So what are the type of work we do in a blue team? So we tighten up the system. That is, we say to users to put a stronger password, like including alphabets, numbers, special characters, and also we educate the staff to ensure that they understand and conform to security procedures. So by meaning security procedures, it's like we don't share our password on a chat, we don't share the password on a mail. So we have some equipments built in the network of the company which we work. So they do like deep packet inspection, DPI. So if ever you're sharing a pin, let's say that you have your national ID card. So everyone knows that in Mauritius, your national ID card starts with your surname, your date of birth. So if the deep packet inspection notices that it contains the surname and a possible birth date, so it will inform the guys in the blue team that a personal information is being shared. You'll get a notice, an alert. And also in the blue team, the main thing is monitoring. So monitoring is the basic work of every blue team. We have guys who will do monitoring on Centrion, SolarWinds, and many more monitoring tools. Like in my company, the network teams, they uses LiveNX as a monitoring tool. The blue team, they will perform regular checks on the system, like DNS only audits, internal or external network vulnerability scan, and simply catching some network traffics for analysis. The blue team, they are basically the good, we'll not say the good guys, but they are basically the defenders of the network. So when we talk about blue teams, you know that this guy is will defend. Like the suit of Superman is like blue. So everyone knows that blue, it will defend a company. That's all I have to say on the blue team.
Okay, fair enough. So, Mr. Witt, can you shed some light on how red team operations are different from the blue team operation? And if there are any similarities, can you share them as well?
Okay, so just like a red team is a team that plays the role of an attacker. As Demunger said, that blue team is gonna be the defender. So red team are the ones who are going to play the role of an attacker, right? And provides the security feedback from that perspective. In cybersecurity, a penetration test involves ethical hackers trying to break into a computer system with no element of surprise. The blue team, the defending team, is aware of the penetration test and ready to mount a defense, right? But red team goes a step further in this, like adds a physical penetration, social engineering, and an element of surprise. The blue team is given no warning of a red team that will treat it as a it was a real intrusion, right? And a red team assessment is similar to a penetration test but is more targeted way. The goal is to test the organization detection and response capabilities. The red team will try to get in and access the sensitive information in any way possible, as quietly as possible. Evenly, there is only one similarity between the blue team and the red team. They both work to provide security, but from different perspectives. And both the teams work towards the same goal, that is to improve the security of an individual company.
Yeah, when everyone is choosing a field as a career, they have some motivation. So, Jilesh, can you recall what motivated you to get into this field?
So for the security part, what motivates me to go into security part is like when I was a little guy, I was watching Matrix. I don't know if you guys know the parts of Matrix. The free part of Matrix, the numbers, the binary codes, it all got me interested. And also, I was watching a game. It's called Watchdog. You see a guy with his watch, his mobile phone, hacking and doing everything he can with his with simply his phone. So it got my attention that what the guy can do, can I do it myself? Will I be able to do it? From this part, I started to get motivated to this. Not only on the gaming side or the movie side, it's like security guys, whenever they work in a company, I don't say they work with an arrogance, but they have, you feel like these guys, they are called the badass of the company. You know, when a security guy is working, everyone is watching him. It's just like you feel it's not motivated, but you feel like you're proud of where you have reached. You know, when a security guy is working, you know, everyone's talking. This guy works in the security team. When the people hear security team, so they thought like this guy must be good. So that's what got me in the security field.
Yeah, and in mine case also, the main thing which motivated me was in the 10th grade. One of my classmates' Facebook account was hacked by someone, and that's when my mind started craving for the knowledge, like how this exactly happened to him and how it works. It was so great thing in the smaller ages, like in the younger times when we are in the school and someone's account got hacked, and it was used to be a so dope thing, right? And I was actually a computer enthusiast from the day one, but was not aware of hacking and the stuff. Then after that incident, it motivated me a lot, that how we can secure ourselves on the web, which leads me to do some researches overnight, and all the day and night I was like on the computer. And I don't know when it became my passion, and now I'm in love with this industry, to be honest.
Students are really curious to know how to get into this industry. So, can you guys tell us from where beginners can step into this field?
So if any guy wants to get in the security field, for me, the first thing is like you need to get your degree. So degree, as I said earlier, degree is a set. It's not a certificate. It's a piece of paper that stays with you till you die. So certification, it expires after 2 or 3 years. That's why this is a piece of advice I'm gonna give to every new guys coming in this field. So you guys should do. I'm not saying that it's a must to do a degree, but if you have a degree, you know it's for lifetime. Okay, so basically you start with a degree and then you do a master, or I don't know if you're enough, if you have enough time, you do a PhD. And now for the certification part, everyone should begin as a beginner. Someone with not so much knowledge in computer, CompTIA A plus is very good to start understanding, to have a knowledge of like how a PC works. You need to understand a PC in order to understand networking and security. So you'll have A plus, N plus, security plus, and then you'll move on to the networking part. So in order to become a guy in the security part, you need to understand networking, how networks work, what are the 7 layers, how a packet is transmitted from one place to another, what are the what are the size of a packet. You need to understand everything, these little details, in order to become a guy in the security. Because nowadays when people think of security, they think of hacking, but they don't know that the big part behind is networking. So you guys should always concentrate on having a knowledge on networking, and from networking you move to security. There are many certification in security, like you can get CISSP, CEH, CCNA security, CCNP security, CCI security. You get all this, but you don't know shit. That's why you guys should, it's an advice, you guys should start from the networking side and then move gradually to the security till you're in love with security. Because if you don't understand network, you will hate security part. That's all I can say. I can say to the students and the new guys who wants to come in the security team.
Okay, Jaylesh. So I have a question for you as well. Can you explain your role in the blue team in the Orange CyberDefense?
So I'll explain to you my daily life. I see my daily life when I get to work. So basically, in the morning, I enter the office at 10 a.m. Okay, so from 10 to 11, I need to prepare what we call a morning check. So the morning check, it includes the firewall uptime, all the antivirus on every endpoint up to date, all the signatures correctly downloaded. Did we have a spike in traffic last night? We need to check everything. Okay, so from 10 to 11, we do the morning check. What is the morning check? We have also, we need to check. A long time ago, we had to do a check on ransomware, because ransomware was being everywhere in the world. So the company, I think my company did not get so much affected by ransomware. So now from 11 to like 1 a.m. So now we'll do the ticket dispatching. So it's like there are users who need to access to the website, because every access is blocked. So remember this for the new guys. So on the firewall, you block all and you allow only those you need. Okay. So you need to have your deny all. So if a user is from, let's say, is from China, as you know, everyone there is a Great Wall of China, so he can't access the internet. So we, the guys in the blue team, in my team, will need to give him access by using a proxy. You know, proxy is like an how to say that, medium between the user and the destination. Okay, so and also we'll do some flow openings. That is, we go on the firewall to open some flow and so on. And finally, after before ending work, we just need to check for every incident, if there are incidents, and we need to work together on a call. That's my daily life for work.
Yeah, after hearing this, some people will be like, he is living the dream. But they can't understand that you have worked hard for this position. Like you have the real knowledge and skill to do so. So, at the end, do you have any messages you want to give to our listeners?
I just want to say that in the beginning, I was a bit like, I was not tired. I was a bit desperate, demotivated, disappointed. But I kept my head high. I just go for it. I just need to tell every guy that in the beginning, you'll find it hard. You'll find it difficult. You won't understand nothing. You won't even know. Sometimes you will forget about basic things, but you just need to keep moving forward. That's all I have to say to the viewers and the guys listening to me. Just keep going till you reach your dream. You need to set your own milestone. Like, man, I have set my milestone to become a CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, and I'm working towards this. And hopefully, in the next 5 or 10 years, I'll see myself in this position.
Well, that's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening, and special thanks to Jaylesh and MP Virk for being with us. Remember to stay in touch with our Bootstrap Paradox community. Thank you.